I'm free. I have a peace and a freedom that it doesn't matter where you put me. I'm going to be free and I'm going to be okay.
A Texas death row inmate at peace tonight after he got a last-minute stay of execution.
He killed a Houston father and a fellow inmate. And he sat down with Fox 26's Randy Wallace for this exclusive report.
I've interviewed many inmates over the past 30 years, some here on death row. Inmate William Speer is one of only a few that openly admits his guilt.
God's not through with me yet.
William Speer was just a few hours away from receiving the lethal injection when he learned the Texas Court of Criminal Appeals had stopped it.
Shocking. It was, I felt I was just in awe.
Were you prepared to die that day?
I absolutely was.
The 49-year-old death row inmate says it was his faith in God that prepared him to die.
I knew that when I went to sleep and I woke up that I was going to be waking up to the trumpet sound. I was going to be hearing holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty.
When you were 16, you murdered your friend's father.
Yes.
Speer was sentenced to life for fatally shooting Jerry Collins, a Navy veteran, in his Houston area home in 1991. In a statement, his son Mike told us, "My father was a great man, and he was shot at point-blank range. My dad missed grandchildren and great-grandchildren being born. He missed my sister becoming a teacher and my brother saving my life from cancer."
You're not denying it. You admit that you murdered him.
Yeah, I'm responsible. I take responsibility for my actions.
Speer is on death row for murdering fellow inmate Gary Dickerson in July 1997. He did it in a bid to join the Texas Mafia prison gang.
When you're involved in a gang life and you're doing things in this life, and it's like there's always the unwritten rule that's like when you're told to do something, and that if you don't do it, then it can happen to you.
Big shock, and my family was devastated over it.
Christina Harris is Sammy Martin's daughter. Sammy was Gary Dickerson's sister. She says the last conversation she had with her mother was Thursday, October 26th, the day of Speer's scheduled execution.
We received a text message letting us know that he had received a last-minute stay, and I think her reply was, she said, "That's awesome."
Sammy Martin unexpectedly died the next day. A week before her death, she spoke to Will Speer on the phone.
She said that he had expressed to her how her forgiveness was something that was weighing on him, and so she was really glad that she was able to give that to him.
As far as you're concerned, God had a hand in stopping your execution last week.
There's not a doubt in my mind. Not a doubt in my mind.
Speer's appeal is based on allegations that prosecutors in his 2001 trial failed to present evidence about his troubled childhood, which included physical and sexual abuse. It's an allegation prosecutors deny.
Regardless of where a man is, he can find change.
If his appeal is successful, Speer will live the rest of his life in prison with no chance of parole.
I owe me to spend my life here. I believe I owe them that. Not only to spend my life here, but to continue to do what I can to help these other men. If God can change this guy right here, if God can change me, man, he can change anybody.
Even though Will Spears no longer has an execution date, there's 2 more executions set in the Lone Star State for this year. Reporting from the Polunsky unit in Livingston, Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.